Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled Parshat Chukah to Paraduma. Why take chances? So basically, the Paraduma, as we know, helps a person remove his status or her status of Tamei Made. A person who has any contact with the dead, in the room with the dead, touches the dead, is a Tamei Made. We assume that everyone today has that status in the Klal Yisrael. And therefore, that is why we cannot go up to the Azara today. The whole Azara area is off limits to all of Klal Yisrael today because each one of us is Tamei Meit. And not so clear, according to many, where exactly the Azara ends. And then you have the Chel, then you have the Harabayit. And Harabayit, in theory, everyone agrees in theory you could go, but some people are concerned we don't know exactly where the Azara Chel ends, where the Harabayit begins is one concern. Another concern is that even if we do know the exact place, you can end up thinking in the Harabayit when you're Tamei Meit, which is fine, as long as you take care of your other Tumah. You can end up in the Azara. Or maybe you'll get it right, but others are going to learn from you get it wrong. Or maybe others won't learn from you get it wrong, but others are going to go ahead and not to the mikveh properly. And because of all these fears, just leave it. Don't take a chance. But I think the message of the Paraduma is different. Because the fact is, the Torah is telling you, here's the Paraduma. Get Tahara. Prepare yourself to go up to the Azara. You go up and you bring korbanot. Also, you can have the wrong korbanos and have problematic issues when you go up there. But the fact is, the height of Kedusha is there. And yes, there's risks when you go up to the Azara. Even after Paraduma, you could go ahead and have something wrong. There could be a korban with the wrong kavanah. Things can be done wrong. You don't eat the korban at the proper time. Great things come with risks. That's life. And Paraduma is not a magical cure. It's a preparation for you to go up and be tahor and go up to the Azara and other parts of the Harabayit. But let's say you didn't take care of your other bodily tumah. So maybe you took care of your tumas mace, but you have other tumah that you didn't take care of properly. But the bottom line is we take risks. We take risks for Kedusha, for holiness. And yes, if you just sit back and do nothing, you won't violate Tumas HaMikdash, you won't violate Tumas Azara, Tumas Harabayis, you won't violate anything. But you also won't have that Kedusha, the spirituality, and all the gains you can have there. So that's one of the messages of Paraduma. You achieve Tahara, you achieve purity, and you go up. And you ascend, and you take risks. I think that's your general message in all of life. Maybe a person shouldn't get married. You're going to be a violation of Shalom Bayis and make your wife upset, and maybe you're going to violate Nida, and you're going to go ahead and do horrible things with your kids. Yeah, it's all possible. But we take the plunge. So everyone is going to agree with me when it comes to marriage and having children and going in and learning, even if you might come up with distorted ideas. Everyone agrees on those areas, that you go ahead, you take risks for Torah, for spirituality, and Kedusha. And the debatable area, of course, is regarding going to Harabayit, where others will say, no, the gezerot and the fears are too strong and therefore you shouldn't go up. While I personally maintain that, yes, there's risks of what it could lead to and this and that. But to me, this is one of those areas where it's a healthy risk and something that person should do and should be guided with Torah and mitzvahs and go properly. And hopefully others will learn to go up properly as well. Of course, in this area, as in all areas, everyone has to follow their own posek. And whatever the posek says, that's what one should do. But in my opinion, just like in other areas of spirituality, we take risks and that's how we grow. And I personally hold this is another area where we go ahead and take a risk, but in Yetz Hashem, that's how we grow, that's how we develop, and that's, in my opinion, how we're going to bring Klal Yisrael to the next chapter in Jewish history. Shalom.